What's up, YouTube? Hope everybody is corona free going into this week. Working on something a little different. I'm actually doing the intercooler piping. Well, I'm gonna attempt to. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen, but I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. I actually come out here earlier and cut out a little piece of my bumper. I just measured 2 inches, you know, from side to side and and right at the middle, and you know, for the most part it looks pretty even. It ain't the best cut in the world, but it'll definitely work. I'm kind of in a pickle because I do not know how I'm gonna make this work, because that is a pretty significant little bend gonna happen here. But I think I might have to cut out this little section right here, which, you know, I can always run a little piece of flat plate right here for a little bit more support, but I think it'll be fine. It's just gonna hold a little headlight. So for the most part, like I said, I got the turbo loosened up where I can clock it where I need. And I think if I do, my only problem is I don't know if they make, I think this is 2.5. My pipe, let's see, maybe this is 3 and my pipe's 2.5, and I don't know if they'll actually make an elbow or what I can run. But I do have it's actually going to look just like this coupling right here that's on the turbo, and I might just be able to buy just all around like a 3-inch. Maybe they make more than like a 90 elbow. Maybe they make like a 180, which I don't think they will, but I'm definitely gonna look. But I'm gonna try to make this work, because I definitely like the way this looks. It's kind of got the Frankenstein look like I'm going for, but you can tell, like I said earlier in the video, where the motor doesn't sit in the middle. That piece of tape right there is directly in the middle, and look how offset the motor is, just to one side. But, you know, after looking at it and getting under the truck and doing the transmission mount, there was literally no other way to do it, because I was already hitting, with the way the transmission's set in there, I was already hitting one side of I guess you'd say the transmission tunnel. Just the way it's set over to one side too much. Alright, day number 2 of working on this turbo piping for the intercooler. I actually had to go a different way because I could not make the turn around the headlight section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it like this. I had to cut the headlight out. Most likely I have to do the same area, where it's been wrecked. I kind of don't mind it, because it already kind of looks like shit anyway, because it's kind of smushed. So what I'll do is I'll do it like this. The only thing I done was took one of my 90s, cut down. It's got a little piece of pipe in here. I'll put a little piece of pipe and connect this. Of course, I think I'll shorten this up where this is a little closer. Well, I might not, because I don't think I can really get any closer, because where this is already touching, so honestly it probably won't slide no more. So I'll probably run like that, and what I'll do is, if I don't put my headlights right here, because I'm just going to do the flush mount pods, or what I could do is actually got some pods inside, or not inside, but in my other building, that are the screw-on type that a lot of people use, where it's just got like a 1/2-inch nut on the bottom. You can mount it and swivel the light, where you can't really swivel it too awful much, but you kind of got options. So I could go that route and just do it some other way, but I'll probably just do the flush mount style. I'm ever gonna do it here, or I'll just cut out this and make me a metal bracket here and just weld it. So not actually weld the light, just weld the bracket to the back side of the bumper. I know I like explaining it a little bit better, that way it don't sound stupid, because of course you can't mount it to the plastic, or I can put it in here. But I think after I get all this done and get the grill trimmed out to go around all this, I think this will actually look pretty cool. I do like the little style I got going on right now. I think that looks pretty nifty. But I still got to clock the turbo and all that. But let me get a few more pieces. And like I said, I'm probably going to have to cut out this section. And just to make it match, I probably will, even if I don't necessarily have to. That way I can make that tight turn, and I'll do the same way as I've done over here, where it's kind of symmetrical, where it just makes the wrap around and back to the intake, which I'm trying. I know I'm rambling a lot, but I'm trying to find a Holley high ram. I do like this style intake because it sits up higher, but I might even try to do the Edelbrock high ram style they got. They're fairly a little cheaper. I think they're around the $500-600 range, and my buddy actually had one, and he ended up selling it for I could get my hands on it. It had injectors and everything with it, so definitely got to find a plan B. But in worst case scenario, I'll go with this, but I really like to change it up if possible. But you know, y'all will find out as soon as I get it, because I'll probably be tickled pink about it. But let me get a few more pieces on here and we'll go from there. Alright, I got this side pretty much buttoned up. I got some clamps on there. I'm gonna have to do the just a regular old, like a hose clamp that you tighten with a 5/16, probably on this one. Well, I probably could order some 3-inch clamps, but I think that's what I ran last time. It worked out perfectly fine. So I don't really like the distance I got going on here, but I really can't go any shorter unless I cut this, and I'm not taking that chance. So what I'll do is I'll just clamp it and it'll be fine. Paint it black. You probably won't ever notice it. But over here I went ahead and made a twin where I had to cut this one right here about 1.5 inches off. I think I got the piece right here, probably 1.5 inches, maybe close to 2 inches. But I just cut that little bit of the coupler off. I'm still got plenty enough room to get a clamp, as you can tell. It's got the whole clamp around it. Over here I made the twin. I just reversed it, so where I was, I cut the top part of that 90. I cut the lower part. So this has got a piece of pipe in it. This has got a piece of pipe. I can angle it, but I'm probably going to have to trim this just a little bit more. That way when my pipe comes across, it's not going to hit. You can see I stick out just a little bit. So I'll probably go like that, where it just runs with it pretty good. Yeah, that's for the most part. I'm going to have to get up here and see if I got a piece that'll go over this one. Like I said, I'm going to try to trade intakes, but worst case, only thing I'll have to do is make an extension for whatever piece I do go with, or whatever intake I go with. The piece, it might have to be just a little bit longer. I don't know how high the hollies or anything like that stick up, so we'll get a few more pieces on there and see what we can, or what it'll look like. Definitely not the prettiest job, but it'll work. I had to use a ass load of clamps, which I don't really like because that's kind of a weak point, but I'm only going for 10 pounds of boost. That's the most. I'm not trying to make some crazy horsepower number, anything like that. So hopefully around 550, and these clamps should hold. If not, then I'll get a buddy that's got a TIG welder to weld me some stuff up. I had to use a piece of exhaust piping, which is pretty good because it's 2.5 inch too. It works perfectly well. I got to get me a reducer, which I had one, so it's probably laying around here somewhere. But worst case, I'll just have to buy one. But I'm gonna trim out the grill real quick, and hopefully put that on there and see what it looks like. But for the most part, standing back, going down the road once the grill's on there, I think it'll actually look pretty neat. I got to get me a light for in here, but I think it looks pretty cool. But I'll put it up as my thumbnail, so you'll get a better look of it. Now I probably won't get the headlights in because I still don't have them in the mail, not the flush mount style. So I'll get the grill trimmed out and put on there and show you what it looks like. Alright, here's the final result. I think I'm gonna have to run me probably a piece of flat plate from probably here to here. That way I can self-tap this and it won't look so funny. Or I might be able just to go back and cut these off. But this is just just using this grill for a mock-up. I'm gonna have to find another one, but for most part, I think it looks pretty cool. Like I said, I got to do a little bit more trimming, and when I'm able to attach it over there, I'll see what else final pieces I got to cut off. Like this right here is sitting a little bit uneven for here, and that could be the intercooler. But you basically see what it's going to look like. I'm going to take the grill back off so I can take me a picture and make a thumbnail. But hope you enjoy the video. And good news is I'm out of parts in a good way. I guess that's a good thing in one way and bad in other, because I'm officially out of parts, which means I'm gonna have to start ordering them. But at the same time, that means more videos and a lot of upgrades. So hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned, and see you next time.